Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Good? I hope so. Anyways, welcome to another Bryce Talk Show. And I hope you enjoy it so far. And also, hello, saying. Up a strange well, it wasn't really strange, but the transmission was, nothing was playing. There's no sound. There's no sound. I mean, nobody talked on there. It was just blank space. Nothing was on. And, because of that, I was like, what in the world is that all about? Also, I'll probably work on episode 2 of my old podcast. For those of you who don't know, I made a new podcast on Anchor. You can learn more about it on the last episode if you'd like to know more about it. That way you'll know more information about upcoming shows too. Okay. Yes. Also, the episodes are getting cool. Also, on Wednesday, I got a flash drive that's 32 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, let me show you that. Might be here. Yeah, it is. So, it was on my nightstand. Anyway, so this device, this is a 32 gig drive. As you can see, I don't know if you can. Speech on. Screen curtain on. So this is a flash drive, and it can hold 32 gigabytes of storage. And the reason why the cap isn't on there is because I don't know where it is. Even they might say you should find the cap, because if it gets wet it won't work. But it's like $16 on the one that I got. So all you do, like a regular flash drive, plug it into the USB. I don't really like USBs much on laptops because they're not like as easy as USBs for desktops. And sometimes I'd have to move the computer around just to get something plugged into the USB drive. Sometimes it's easy, and at other times it's just not that pleasant at all. And it also, goes crazy. I don't know why. It's crazy there. Also, I noticed I haven't done my flying disc zoom ripper, even though I used to call it a pull-string helicopter. I haven't made a video on it in a long time. Hopefully I will. It's been since, spring break? Since the last time I did a video on that toy. I still have them. Oh, yes. I just haven't made a video on that toy yet. Not yet, folks. Hopefully I'll be able to make a video when I use it. I don't know why I called it pull string helicopters. I should edit the titles of those videos. So that way they wouldn't be like, what in the world. So yes, I know. And for those of you also, now I've also played random stuff with my transmitter. It's a cool device, really. And it's really cool because you can actually do stuff. Now, I watched some more reviews and I've done stuff with my transmitter. The highest you can go is 153.6, the highest. Now I'm at 145.2, which I need to go lower because it's so high I can't even pick it up on FM. I have to use, like, it would probably go on I could pick it up on the aircraft channels, which is probably not a good idea. I should probably lower it to maybe 5 times. I should probably push the low button 5 times to make it 144, maybe 141.4, maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna definitely see if what I can do, because it's going crazy. But yeah, it's kind of crazy to me. I think I'm like, man, that's crazy, guy. I mean, dude. Wait a minute. I don't know. I noticed the antenna is gone. But I don't know how that happened. Anyway. So, my folks. Okay. And what are the dogs barking for? Now, the things on my that I have on this flash drive, I added some songs, voice memo recordings, and some other types of stuff in this. So that way it will be awesome. And also, I got 38 subscribers. Yep. I got another subscriber from last time I checked. And that's a lot. I bet you I'll be in 40 in no time. I mean, think about it. I'm already at 38. 38 subscribers, yes. So that means I could be up to more than that. And I should think that's awesome. And it's a really cool thing I really managed to get that much subscribers there. Because all the subscribers. And also, and also I was checking on from text to speech to see if the website has changed anything. And it seems like it's the same. Also, on Saturday, I made a poll question on poll.me. Which of the following movies do you like? And I've added a few options here. For example, like Shrek. Oh yeah, the Shrek movies are awesome. And the new Star Wars, The Last Jedi movie. Finding Dory. Oh yeah. And let's see what else I added here. Oh yeah, Despicable Me 2. Yeah, I've added that. Not to go see more the poll. And has 3 votes so far. Well, last time I checked. Yeah, it's pretty good. And it's also, but that's not all I added. But I'm sure I'll find out all of it. It's a pretty good poll there. You might want to know, like, it's a cool website. You can actually find out what other people think about a certain topic and ask a certain question. I also made a poll asking what the best YouTubers what you like. And so far, everything Apple Pro had a vote. Well, it's been since 2 days since I checked on that poll, since I made it on Friday, but, another poll I made was about electronic artists, like techno. Now, they didn't really get much votes on that poll. Much. Not really. And I made this poll in January, and I'm surprised nobody actually got a lot of votes. And the cool thing about it is you can also see what other people are asking, and you can vote on theirs. Now that, my folks, is the deal. And some of those questions, they can do with anything, like their videos. They could do with TV shows. It could be done by anything. And people ask, and it's cool because you don't have to register for anything to make a poll. all you do is just type a question and choices and create a poll, and then voila, you got a poll up so you can look at it. And so far I got 3 polls done. I should put some of the links on Universe on my blog so people can check out my questions that I've made. And I showed Mom these things I said. She's like, did you make that your own? I said, yes, I did. And so I sent it as a group chat and messages. And today she said, hey, did you make that yourself? Yes, I did. Yeah. It's a really cool thing, because it's just interesting to see what people ask on there, like what other people come up with. And people come up with things, a lot of the times, I think they come up with really good things. And I was asking, I got a few Shrek movies, a few of those movies, and I haven't seen a lot of Finding Dory. Maybe I have purchased it on iTunes, and I remember watching Despicable Me because, it's kind of funny with the Minions and those guys out there, they're funny. Yeah, that's funny. So, yeah. And also, guys, I was going to make a video on this other topic on narrator's voice, but for some reason it didn't export. But I'm going to talk about it in this show. Today I'm going to discuss a few things on video editing software for my phone or PC. See, I use a lot of stuff to edit videos, especially what you're watching right now. And the first thing I've used was iMovie. Now, when I got this in 2015, and keep in mind that I had my iPhone 5C, and keep in mind that it was my first video editing software I've ever used anyway. On that app, I've made iMovie trailers. Oh yes, a bunch of iMovie trailers. Just random videos and videos that contain me releasing balloons. A lot of the times I wasn't on YouTube at the time, but in 2015 to 2016 and beyond, I'd make stuff. And also, every time I would do a balloon launch, I combined all those. So each time I do a video of a balloon launch, I'd add all the videos to the project. That's where they can see all the projects. And also, I've done slideshows. I've done some slideshows with some music and some without music, just sound effects and things. And also, there was one video I did on around August, which you guys can see, a cool slideshow made with iMovie. And it was made around the beginning of August. Apparently, I started the project in like April or something. I had a few slideshows. Well, that's not my only slideshow, but the one I'm talking about, I first made in April. I added like a 4-minute slideshow of pictures, and then I just extended with more pictures, and I changed the soundtrack. The first part of the slideshow, I saved it to my photo library, and I uploaded it to Splice, GoPro.com, using Splice. So, I don't know if I have that link right now. It's still on GoPro, but I don't know if I have that link, though. And then sometimes I do talk shows and different things. Now let's talk about the one I like using now, Splice Video Editor. Now I've used this a lot to make a bunch of things. You all know that. And I'm not really not good at exporting. I'm not good at importing a lot of photos to make a slideshow. I don't know why that is. However, I think that, it's pretty easy to use a lot, but there are a lot of things I made on Splice. Let's talk about some of the things. And also keep in mind that I got this app around fall of 2016, which I did not have YouTube at the time. And I know you guys already know that because, well, I did have the Drew and Bryce channel, but that wasn't my own channel. But what I would do is whenever I make a video, I post it unlisted. For those of you who don't know, you can make it available on GoPro, splice.gopro.com, and you can share it anywhere, and so that you can share it. Now, I shared a bunch of videos. Now, I've continued my talk show, obviously. I've done logos. Let's see. I did one where I played like a mix of electronic music that I've had in my iTunes library. Although I first made that with iMovie. That's another thing I made with iMovie, like lists of electronic songs that I've had in the past. And that's another thing. I've got a lot of tracks that I liked on electronic, but that's all. And also another thing I made on Splice to put on GoPro is obviously balloon releases with soundtracks too, because I keep that up too. And yeah. And also, another thing I made in Splice is a compilation of the best videos taken. There were some videos taken in 2017, like in January, but most of the videos were taken in 2016. I still have that video on GoPro.com, so after this video, go check that video out on GoPro. Some videos have to do with balloon releases, a rant video, videos of me doing the flying disc zoom ripper, going to the zoo at Boo at the Zoo, Microsoft Sam, because I did Microsoft Sam back then, logos, me scaring Grandma up in a room and downstairs, and so much more. So after this video, go click on the video link, and you'll be taken to the video. It's a pretty cool video. The first part, I think, the second part I don't think Mom liked, because she said, you ranted on me for like 15 minutes. I'm like, no, it's not a rant for 15 minutes. It's a video of compilations, not a compilation, a combine of videos, even videos I took. Some are in 2016, like in the fall and the summer, but I'm watching the summer. Mainly the fall of 2016, really, and into 2017. So yeah, that's also available on GoPro. What else have I done? I've done a lot of stuff. What have I've done a lot of fun things on GoPro Splice. More episodes of my talk show. More and more of that. Can't forget that. And then I started YouTube, and then I put some videos from Splice on YouTube, just like this one, and then stuff like that. And then another thing I used was VidLab, which I still have. Now, at first in 2015, I didn't like it, because people who have it in the earlier versions, the lower versions, any video you make can only be 15 seconds. Now, how do you get an entertainment of that video? unless you're doing clips like Snapchat, but really, 15 seconds. Another cool thing is you could also import from YouTube videos, but that also complies with the 15-second limit. It's not just videos you take, but it's also YouTube videos you import too. So it's not just your videos. It's also the videos itself. I know, it sucks, but whatever. But now it looks like they've done some good work on that back in mid-2016, before Christmas. They fixed the problem. And they've remade the app. It's been like a new version. So, it's, at first I thought the import from YouTube option was removed, but it was placed in somewhere else. You have to click on the videos button to get to the YouTube videos that you want to import. You have to search a search term for a video and then import the video. And then they're all about 4 minutes long. So yeah. And I've also made some shorter slideshows with it. Not much slideshows unlike iMovie, but I still made some slideshows. And some of the slideshows are just shorter than like 20 seconds or maybe a minute. And a lot of them were like cool. Another thing I've done is on the computer, which is this computer, I've installed quite a bit, well, only 3 or 2 editing software. Now the first is, the one I'm going to talk about is Movie Maker, which is on the App Store. Not on the App Store, the Windows Store. Now this one you could make any project, I kind of imported like the Disney logo that I've imported from VidLab, the Walt Disney logo. But so far that's about it, really. Another one I installed was Wondershare Filmora. Wondershare Filmora. Wondershare Filmora is not a screen reader compatible software. No, it is not. Now why? Because if you keep clicking on the tab key and much stuff, it does not work. Wondershare Filmora does not work with any screen reader, any assistive technology, and it does not work. Another thing that doesn't work with is Plotagon, which is an animation program, but we're sticking to video editing. But that's just another one that didn't work. And another one that I have right now, but by the way, I removed that other program because it sucked, was I have VideoPad by NCH, and I believe, yes, you can't export your videos until you get a license. That's the only thing. How am I supposed to export my videos? I have to have a license. I have to pay. You have to. And yeah, you can save your projects, but you can't even export a content that you created. Now, I don't know what's crazy about that. That is crazy. Because I want to export my video. Now, if you let me export my YouTube, my VideoPad video, that would be great. But you don't. So, whatever. Also, there are quite a bit of things that work on any screen reader, like JAWS and NVDA or whatever you use. I don't care what you use, but anyway. Now, another thing I want to talk about video editing is the basic problems when you use a screen reader, really, from what I've experienced. Now, let me explain. Now, this could also be for iPhone users or whatever. If you have one on your iPhone, like what I got, Splice maybe, or iMovie. Well, or VidLab or whatever. I'm going to talk first on iMovie first. because that's my main editing software I've used so far. Well, that's the one I first got, but I don't use it much to Splice because they got more Splice got more stuff. But mostly the problem that us people who use screen readers is transitioning. I know you're gonna think about it be transitioning, because anyone who uses a screen reader and tries to edit a video, it does not sound good, like voiceover. Now, this transitioning topic is all about, you know, where a sound effect should be, or where a song should begin or start at the middle of or at the end at. And it could also be different on sound effects. In iMovie, I add sound effects, and if I add too much, it tells me to remove the playback head. It tells me to move the playback head somewhere else so I can add more sounds. But how am I supposed to do that? You couldn't even tell me how to do it. And that's the problem. And Splice, that's another problem. Splice should add as many soundtracks and music, and a lot of the times you can't even do it. You can only add like 2 or 3, and then it's just different. It doesn't do well like that either, only when adding soundtracks to where you want it to go. Even though the beginning always works well, sometimes. If I use a song and intro, if I use an intro on IntroMate and I add a song, the song will be added at the very beginning where the intro starts on IntroMate. And then I have to remove either the intro because the soundtrack still wants to go in the very beginning of the video instead of like 10 seconds, 20 seconds of the video. And that's a problem, because then you have the intro and the song playing at the same time. And nobody really wants that. And I sure as heck do not want it. And that's the problem. That's mostly the problems y'all face. You know, really.
Speech on low battery 20 close button. View take stop recording video 27 minutes.
And that's us problems that we face on video editing software. I'm sure you all are familiar with that problem. Anyway, well, that's all I have for my phone, my video. My battery's at 20% or less, but that's all I'm gonna really want to say anyway. So whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoy anyway, and if you haven't already, if you haven't visited my website yet, go ahead and do that. If you haven't followed me on Google Plus, go look at that in the description. And if you want to view that combined video that I talked about, like that had the videos from mid 2016 to 2017, go look at that too. So, yep, that's all I gotta say.